Hello, critters. It's been a while since I posted a video. Life has gotten interesting, and it doesn't matter. I gotta make videos. But I'm gonna start off by asking a question. I'm intrigued by laundry detergent lately. It's like a pet peeve of mine. I bought like 5 years worth of laundry detergent. I'm not kidding. I have about 5 years worth because I found out Dollar Tree was increasing the price of their laundry detergent by 200%. Not only were they raising the price of the bottle to $1.25, but they were decreasing the size of the bottle from 64 ounces to 42 ounces. If you do the math on the cents per ounce, that's exactly a 200% price increase. So I did what any smart red-blooded American would do. I went around to all my Dollar Trees and bought up all the 64-ounce bottles for $1 before those changes went into effect. So I have a lot of laundry detergent. I also got a lot of Spam and a lot of pasta. I bought it all up before all the price increases hit. So I'm pretty set for those for quite a while. But lately I've been seeing a lot about these laundry detergent sheets. So these dry sheets that are laundry detergent that dissolve when you put them in the water. That has some interesting benefits. First, it's dry. That's a nice benefit. So it's going to be a hell of a lot lighter. So instead of, a 5-pound bottle of detergent, you have a 1/4-pound box of sheets. And second, convenience. You will get the correct dose. Once you figure out what the correct dosage is, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 sheets, once you figure out what that dosage is, you can always put exactly the correct amount in every time. You don't have to worry about wastage. So they cost a little bit more than liquid detergent if you know where to get them. But that'll become worth it because you probably don't get the full number of loads you think you do from liquid because you probably overuse it. But do they work? That's the real question. And that raises another question that I'm hoping maybe you guys can help answer. How does it work at all? Okay, so a lady just did a test of 4 different laundry detergents plus Tide. 4 different dryer sheets. True Earth, Sheets, and 2 others. There's 4 different brands of stupidly expensive dryer sheet. They look like fabric softener sheets, but they're actually detergent for the washing machine. Don't use fabric softener; it's a bad idea. If you want to soften your clothes, get some wool balls and toss them in the dryer. Not only does it work better, but you don't slime up all your clothes with wax and ruin your dryer. They work very well and they last forever. So I understand some of the basics. If you guys can point me to videos or documentation to help me learn more, I would appreciate it. So first, this is my understanding of how this process works. And I say that with the quid pro quo that I could be entirely wrong on this. This is what I've read, and I don't know if this is exactly correct. But it is my understanding that for the most part, the laundry detergent is not what cleans the clothes. What cleans the clothes is mechanical manipulation. If you remember the old days before washing machines, you had the washboard at an angle with the water bucket, pail, and you would splash the water up on the washboard and you'd rub the clothes along the washboard. Well, there's a reason we did that, and that's because it takes mechanical manipulation to remove the dirt. It's like taking a brush and going to shake up and scrape up and tear up the dirt to get it to separate from the clothing. The job of the detergent, well, there are some chemical processes that will help remove dirt, but for the most part, the job of the detergent is to take care of dissolvable stains and to take care of carrying away the material that the mechanical process removed. So one of the first things that these people make a mistake when they do their testing is that they put a single test sheet in the washing machine. Well, that's not going to work at all because there's no mechanical manipulation. You're not the washing machine the washing process depends on the clothes rubbing and crunching and scraping and twisting and being all distorted and bent and scrubbed and rubbed against each other in the side of the machine in order to perform the cleaning function. That's where you get the mechanical manipulation, like the washboard. Scrub, scrub, scrub. You need that mechanical manipulation. So you have to actually put clothes in the wash. So I understand that. because her test, I appreciate the video she made. It was wonderful. She spent a lot of money to make it. But her results were worthless because the Tide didn't work either. None of the detergents worked. They didn't do anything. I think she would have gotten the same result if she went to her sink and just rinsed it off. So the question is, what did she do wrong? And what is the correct process to determine the functionality of laundry detergent? And does it even matter? If the laundry detergent has soaps and surfactants, is that enough? Does it then come down to how you load the machine and what kind of machine you have? And the detergent really doesn't matter? Is there a difference? I don't know. So that's the question I have for you guys. What methodology determines the actual functionality of laundry detergent? Because before I go buying, 6,000 or 7,000 sheets of this dry detergent, because that's the only way you can get the price down low enough to be on parity with liquid detergent. Because for me, I don't care about the mass, I don't care about the environmental aspect of it, and I don't care about the space consumption. I have 1.25 acres and 3 sea containers out back. I can store as much freaking laundry detergent as I want. I don't care. It never goes bad. All I care about, how many pennies per load. That's all I care about, is how many pennies per load. All right? How much do I have to pay? These washing machine detergent sheets are very expensive. They're like crazy expensive. They're basically ripping people off to pay for the premium of having something new and fancy and environmentally cool. But I want to use them for their mass and convenience, but only if I can get the price down below or at least on parity with liquid detergent. So my metric is, I think my original metric should be 30 loads for $1. Because that's what I was paying for laundry. It's a 32 load bottle for $1 at Dollar Tree. But the reality is, because of my hard water and using cold water, I have to use a little bit more detergent. So I think a better metric would be 20 loads per dollar, which means a nickel per load. I believe that is, yes. So anything more than a nickel per load, too expensive. Now these dryer sheets, I'm assuming they are small. I'm assuming I'm going to need 2. Okay, so if I bought 1,200 dryer sheets, that's only 600 loads of wash. And it's possible I might need 3 because we do big loads. So that would only be 400 loads per wash. That would be $31 for 400 loads. How good is that? I don't know. How many bottles would that be? That would be 5, 20, that'd be $20. So that would be a 50% premium over liquid. But if I can get away with 2 sheets per load, that would be 600 loads for $31. And that would be at or below parity with the old price for liquid detergent. And at that point, it would be worth it for me to buy a few thousand sheets of the stuff because it should last forever as long as I seal it in a container. And the only catch is if it gets wet. If it gets wet, you destroy it. But then again, with the liquid, if you get a hole in a container, you destroy it because you lose it. It leaks out. So I guess they both have their cons. It would be easy enough to simply store it in an airtight pail. And then you would just, take out a stack, every couple months when you needed to restock your detergent in the laundry room. So that's my question is, what is the proper metric for testing detergent? How do you determine effectiveness? What is detergent made for? Clearly, detergent is not made to remove spaghetti sauce and eyeliner. Those are the 2 things she tested, and none of them, including the Tide, basically did anything to them. They didn't work at all. So I'm assuming that's something where an actual stain remover would come into play, something like Shout, where you'd have to spray it directly on the stain. So what are detergents typically designed to handle? I'm thinking it would be good to test the normal things, dirt, dust, sweat, urine, feces. Those last 2 are kind of important. I mean, if you got kids, they're going to have accidents. They're going to pee. They're going to, get a skid mark. Okay. Now, some of that might not be removed by detergents. So you might need to use, for example, bleach to deal with that. Like she was comparing whiteness. Well, the reality is If you have something white and you want it to be white, you kind of need bleach. But color fastness is a thing. So I don't know. What are the proper metrics? How much clothing do you need in a washing machine for maximum mechanical manipulation to get a proper functioning test? What things are good to test detergents for? Some things are not good for detergents. Like I'm guessing a grass stain and a spaghetti stain and a makeup stain are going to require a stain remover like Shout. So something more heavy duty. So what kind of stains are regular detergents made for? Is urine considered a heavy duty stain or is it a light duty stain? I don't know. Is sweat considered light duty or heavy duty? I don't know. Does anybody know? Is there any documentation or research on this? I mean, are we just wasting our time with these washing machines? I mean, obviously not. The clothes obviously come out clean. Well, cleaner than they went in. But when you're trying to test side by side, how does this work against this, work against this? Can they even be tested side by side? I mean, is that a test of the detergent or is that a test of the washing machine? Because remember, the mechanical manipulation is what actually removes the stains. And my understanding is that the detergent is there to carry away the stains that the mechanical manipulation removes so that they don't get reabsorbed back into your clothing, so that they can be flushed down when it pumps out the water and rinses your wash. So if anybody knows, let me know. If I can get enough information that I think I'll get a valid test. I have enough detergent that I'm willing to test it. I'll even go and buy. I have a couple of nice bottles that I got when Field Agent had some really nice deals where you buy detergent, you got a full refund, to do a review and stuff like that. So they would pay you. You'd get paid a commission plus the cost of the detergent. So I got some bottles of nice stuff. I'll go buy a thing of Tide and try that. I've got the dollar store stuff. I've got Purex. I've got before Purex raised the price, they had a $4 coupon that made it a pretty good deal. Now they've raised the price and lowered the coupon to $3, so it's a really bad deal, so don't bother. But I got Purex, I got LA Awesome, the Dollar Tree stuff. I've got a couple of the clear, with no additive crap. I got a thing of Tide, and I'm going to have some of the sheets. I'm going to buy some. I'm going to buy a little pack to try out. And but what I need is a good test methodology, a test that'll actually give me valid results. A test where I could say, yeah, see, this base works. So the base test would be to create a set of swatches of stains. I would not use anything white because that's going to be for bleach. So I would use something like, this kind of a shirt or a khaki colored shirt or green shirt, something, more normal. And probably just go to Dollar Tree and buy, actually maybe Walmart and buy some baby clothes, buy some little kids t-shirts. It's something for $1 or less a piece, where I can get 10 of the same thing, put different stains on it, and then create a full load and put that in with the full load. So do one load with just water, no detergent, and see what the mechanical process and the rinsing does, and then start comparing that with the detergents to see what differences there are. What I need is a proper methodology, a way of knowing that my results are actually going to mean something. If somebody can help me determine that, I will do the work to create a full-length video to test all of this, running that washing machine 30 times and going through the test. And I'll even do it with cold and warm water because I tend to wash with cold water just to avoid calcification inside the machine. Our water here is so hard. Extremely hard water is 5 to 10 grains. Ours is 55 plus grains. It's really hard water. So let me know what you think. Sorry I haven't posted a video in a while. I'm going to try to do something about that. I do want to get some cooking videos posted because I just got a couple bags of Brussels sprouts. We're going to have roasted Brussels sprouts tonight. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. I love Brussels sprouts. Yes, I'm a weirdo. I like Brussels sprouts. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you have access or links to any sources of data for methodology and understanding how a washing machine works. If you know a tutorial video that's not bullshit, that actually explains how a washing machine works, front loader, because that's what I have. How a washing machine actually works, how detergent actually works. No fluff, no bullshit, no advertising. The actual scientific data of how those machines work. And wow, that's really visible. They drew labs on me yesterday to test my A1C, insulin, and stuff like that. And god damn, it bruised up pretty nice. She dropped the vial for the third sample of blood, and so we had to try to. I thought I saw smoke. It was just a car. So she had to, go get another vial. And when she went to put it in, it wiggled around. Oh, that hurt a little bit. So it bruised up nicely. But if you know any good links for researching the actual functioning process of a washing machine, of detergent, and what detergents are actually intended and not intended to do, and a way I can test it, and I will do that. So, see you guys later.